Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Live Anyway Zone. That's right, you have entered the zone. And I call it that because we get a chance to just walk through this thing called life. And I'm telling you, these days, you could use a little help walking through life. But life is a wonderful gift. And even though it throws so many things at us, there's so much greatness in it. And we get an opportunity to walk out our greatness. So thank you for joining me as we continue to just make life decisions, make destiny decisions as we journey through life. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Dr. Cheryl Randolph, please do so. And if you have, thank you very much. Now, let me also say, if this is your first time joining me, I'm so glad you did. And if you're returning, thank you so very much. Well, tonight, I wanted to talk to you about keep getting up. Because today I had an interesting opportunity to model that very thing. In this walk of life, I get to do so many things that I just really enjoy. And one of the things I really just throw myself into and just I'm so glad it is a part of my life is educating children. And so this season has been challenging for everyone. And everybody talked about, do we send the children back to school? Do we not? What do we do? So the majority of children are learning virtually. Well, everyone knows that that is somewhat of a challenge. And so we were provided the opportunity to become a virtual learning center at my church. And so I got the chance to kind of be principal again. It had been many years since I had been a principal. And so I've just been enjoying this situation or opportunity or, just this wonderful time with the students. Well, today we were going about our day and, the children were on their Zoom and having their virtual experience. And after a while, we always give them a break. So we go outside and letting them get fresh air. And we decide to say, okay, let's run around and whoever wins will get to race Dr. Randolph, is what one of the teachers told them. And I said, oh, that's how it's going to go today. Well, the children were running because they were excited to get to race against me. Well, the young man came and he won. And he said, okay, Miss Randolph, let's go. So I'm getting ready. I'm about to run. So the teacher says, on your mark, get set, ready, go. And I'm telling you, I took off running. And the truth be told, I was in the front. He was closely behind me, but I was leading out. I felt so good. I'm 52 and I'm out running this 10, 11-year-old. And so we were running and we were going. And I was already prepared to just celebrate at the finish line. Here's what happened. We make the curve going around, and it had been raining the night before. And so I did not pay attention to the somewhat slick area that was in front of me. I was too busy getting my celebration dance ready because I knew I was going to beat him. Well, out of nowhere, my foot hit a slick spot, and you know what happened. I went tumbling. I fell a little to the front, I fell a little to the back, and then I just fell to the ground. Oh my goodness. Well, of course, children did what they do. They started laughing. And the teacher said, don't laugh. She's fallen. She may have hurt herself. Now, here's what happened. I fell. I immediately rolled over and I got up and kept running. Now, everybody kept saying, oh my goodness, she has to be hurt. Are you okay? Are you okay? I just thought I didn't finish the race. We have to keep running. Well, needless to say, he beat me because I failed. But here is what I had a chance to model. I told the children, I said, you know what? Sometimes in life, you'll fall down. You will run into some things that you didn't see or you did not expect. But here is what really matters. It's not so much that you fall down. It's if you're willing to get back up. Because it takes courage. Because at that moment, I really could have just laid on the pavement and just said, oh my goodness, I have fallen and I can't get up. Or I could have said, you know what, I'm too old for this. But immediately I got up and started running again. And so I wanted them to understand that any time when life hits you, you can still get back up. But it must start here. You must have to think about getting up, and then a desire, I want to get back up, and you see the value in getting back up. Why do I think this is so important in this season? It's because we've gone through a lot. We've experienced many transitions, and some people have become very comfortable or just content with being on lockdown or just settling where they are. I want to challenge you. You know, I was coming with a challenge. I want to challenge you. Don't stay in a place, or even if you've fallen, don't stay there. Get back up. So, again, to my story, I get to the end and I continue to tell them, see, when you fall, you get back up. And here's what one of the young ladies said. And Miss Randolph, you got up and you still came in second. How about that? See, people were so into my fall that they forgot about running. And I got up, even though I didn't quite catch him. I came in second. I finished, and I finished pretty good. Can I tell you, it doesn't matter how you fall, when you fall, what caused you to fall. There is, you know what I'm going to say, greatness on the inside of you, and you have what it takes to get back up and finish the race that you're in. So what if, you stopped going to school? You can go back. So what if things didn't turn out the way you wanted to them on your job? You can go back. You can find another. I know it's hard when relationships kind of fall apart, but guess what? You can get back up. That's what life is all about. That's what live anyway really means. That I refuse to stay stuck. I refuse to stay down. I get back up. Well, here's what I love. When the students went back in, they were talking about my fall. But you know what took over the conversation? I got up. I finished the race. I came in second. Because this is what I want you to understand. People will talk about your fall for a little while. You will think about it for a little while, but you can make your get up so wonderful that people forget about how you felt, when you failed, what it looked like when you failed. And all they will remember is that you had the courage, you had the fortitude, you had the tenacity to get back up and get in the race. And even if you don't finish the way you had thought you would finish, just finish. Just make it to the finish line, because you can still achieve great things. Great things can still come out of you. Now, here is what I want you to know. When we were leaving, the young man said, "You run pretty good for an older lady." I said, "I do, don't I?" I said, "You ready to go again?" He said, "You're going to run again, even after falling and all of that?" I said, "Absolutely. Why would I waste this get up and not do it again?" Don't you waste your get up. Once you get up, go back out there and do it again, because there's so many things that you have not accomplished yet. One of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs, the 24th chapter, around the 16th verse. It says, "A just person falls 7 times, but rises up again." I'm saying that to you. You may fall 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 6 times, 7 times, but because of who you are, you can rise up again. This is getting up season. Yeah, I know you may have fallen. Yes, I know you've gone through some things, but it's getting up season. So what is your homework assignment? I want you to acknowledge the fall. Look at, okay, that happened. But then I want you to also recognize that rise is on the inside of you. Get up is on the inside of you. And if you don't do it now, then when? Now is the best time. Forget about the fall. Let's rise up. Let's get up and let's get back to work. Let's get back on course. Let's get back on the journey to our destiny. And when you do, come on, you can say it with me. You'll be so glad you did. And you'll say, "I'm glad I chose to live anyway." Thank you so much for joining me. Come on, each Thursday, I'm right here to let you know that you can make it, that greatness is on the inside of you. And I hope you're just as excited as I am about my book that's coming out that simply says, "Life happens, but live anyway." So I hope you're getting ready to purchase. And again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. And if this has really been cool for you, please like it and share it with someone else. Everybody can use some quick little tips to just remind themselves that life happens, but I can choose to live anyway. I'll see you next time.